Well, that is not a literary question. But, so let me give you, first of all, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's a state of revolution, a state of serious flux. But the democratic society is based on the need for information. Without it, you ain't going to have a democratic society. The mechanics of how people get their information is in change, but everybody understands the need, and it will be met. There's some of the institutions that have been the traditional informers are trying to figure out new ways to do it, to adjust to all kinds of new technologies and new cultures and all of that. But the basic premise is real and alive. The simple fact is that based on these revolutions, there is more access to information now than there ever has been. Stuff that used to take weeks to find out, you can do it in 10 seconds on Google. And it's increasingly available, and yes, you have to work harder to get it. There used to be your local newspapers, the 3 commercial network news programs, nightly news programs, our program, the 2 main news weekly magazines, and that was it. It was all a shared set of information. If you lived in Atlanta and you went to the workplace or the school or went to the street corner, most of the people you'd run into had read the same newspaper. So the conversation began from the shared facts, knowledge of the facts. It used to be a time in this country when 90% of the people who had television sets watched one of the 3 nightly news programs. And so they came away in the early evening with a shared set of facts. Now that's no longer the case. The facts are all over, and you have to work at them harder, and there's all kinds of complications and commentary, and people turning the news into jokes, and people screaming about the news and all that sort of stuff. But in the beginning, there's always a news story. People aren't going to know what to scream about or what to laugh about if they don't know what the hell is going on. And they're not going to know how to vote, or what to vote for, what to vote against, what supports their own beliefs, what supports their own this, that, or whatever. They've got to have the information. And that's not changing. That's just the opposite. It's just that it's right now the methods for doing it. There's been some bad business models. Let's face it. Daily newspapers for years believe there's no problem. We're going to be here forever. Why? Well, because we have classified advertising. And one day, classified advertising went away. And our whole business model is disintegrating right in front of their eyes. And then there was an earlier stage when they said, oh well, let's get with it. Let's go with the new world order, and let's take our newspaper and put it online in addition to print. Well, what they ended up doing was giving away their product, their news product. And it's going to be hard to put that back in a bottle, but that's what they're trying to figure out. There are a lot of things going on right now because people are worried. Just the question you just asked, a lot of people are asking the question. I think, as I said at the Atlanta Press Club today at noon, I think those of us who are practicing journalists have a responsibility to step up to the plate. First of all, to make the case for why our Democratic, to make the Thomas Jefferson case. Jefferson said we don't have informed electorate, we don't have a democratic society. And we're it. It's up to boring reporters to collect, arrange, and publish or broadcast or do whatever with that information. And we've got to make our case for why we must continue. I don't mean we as individuals, but we as a group of people. There must be people like us, and I think there already